Hello?
Hello again, Brian. So we're going to start off the interview right now. First, if you could just tell me a little bit about yourself, your name, what you do, where you live, maybe like, and no, that should be good. Yeah, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, my name is Brian Belcher. I live in Anchorage, Alaska. I am 31 years old. I work in sales and marketing for the Alaska Native Heritage Center.
Awesome.
And then I also bartend and teach dance.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Well, thank you. Now, obviously, Brian, you and I have known each other for quite some time. But I'm curious. You mentioned to me earlier is that you've been discriminated against for your sexual orientation. I was curious if you could tell me about some of these experiences, and I mean different situations.
Oh,
Like some of the most significant moments you've been discriminated against based on your sexual orientation.
yeah. There's a few. So we'll start back when I was younger. When I was my early 20s, I I was out with some friends, and I was denied entry into a nightclub because I was gay, or I am gay, and I was told that I make the bartenders feel uncomfortable because apparently they thought I was hitting on them.
Wow.
I didn't understand the whole meaning or reason behind that, but
Where was this?
needless to say, that was a place that was, the name of the place was Flop and Jacks. It was just back when they had first opened.
That's crazy.
But yeah, it was super stupid. I mean, and I'm not an argumentative person. I mean, at that point, you've made your decision, you've made your assumption, and I'm not going to sit here and fight with you to change your mind. There's no point to it. There's nothing I'm going to say that's going to make you think different about me. So
yeah, that's still
whatever.
Crazy though. Like just because somebody's like, even the notion that somebody could potentially be hitting on another person, like so what? I mean, were you harassing this gentleman for drinks or something, and he misinterpreted?
Oh, no.
Like exactly. Well, I mean, I know you, Brian. I know you wouldn't.
Yeah, I was my normal chipper self.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. There's that says, hey, me, we're gonna fuck later. Let's go.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I swore.
It's okay. It's welcomed. It's fine. No, but yeah, by all means. But okay, so there was that instance. What happened in that instance? Did you just leave and you said whatever, fuck this place, or what?
Yeah, pretty much that's exactly what it is. I was like, well, at the end of the day, especially with any business establishment, if that's the deciding factor for you not wanting my money,
yeah,
fine. I'll go spend it someplace else. I will find something else that will take my quote-unquote gay money and let me use it however I see fit.
You owe a lot of gay money, too. I mean, you have a lot of gay money to spend.
All the gay money.
So, on that, didn't Platinum Jacks close, or is it still open?
They are closed.
That's what I thought.
Kind of ran themselves into the ground.
It's probably because they were kicking customers out because they thought they were hitting on them.
Oh, yeah.
Probably led to.
And I mean, it was the same thing. I don't know if you lived up here when Rum Runners was a big thing.
Yeah, I did.
I had that same situation there. I mean, in Rum Runners, it was more of for Rum Runners, it was more, it almost got to a more physical point. Luckily,
really?
It was a good group of people. But there was some ladies' night thing that they had going on there. I wasn't aware of what was going on. It was part of my normal bar crawl Friday night routine. I would pop in. I had a couple friends who worked there.
Mm-hmm.
Quite a few friends who worked there. So, I mean, I would go in, I would say hi, maybe have a drink, mostly just say hi, high-five people, and then walk out.
Yeah.
But because I was walking in on this night that they had this ladies' night thing happening, which apparently there was supposed to be these male strippers there, and I didn't see anything. Maybe they were there. I didn't find them attractive that they were there because they did not catch my attention.
Yeah.
but it ruffled some dude's feathers that I was going in, and he made this huge scene about it, and it was really embarrassing and very awkward because I mean, I'm very straightforward with myself
Yeah.
about who I am as an individual. Like I mean, but in the same aspect, I'm not one to flaunt my sexuality around to people. I mean, I may be gay, but I'm not the Hollywood gay, I will call it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
I don't know,
probably
the
a good
ones
way to
that
say it.
but in that same aspect, it was one of those things like, that's great. I don't need the 5, 10, 15 people that are in the vicinity or within earshot of you knowing what I do with my personal life and how it makes you feel. If you're that concerned about what I'm doing behind closed doors or with other people and how I wear my clothes, I'm sorry, you have a problem.
Yeah.
I'm not even talking to you. I don't even know who you are. Didn't look at you. Didn't touch you. I don't want to be around you. And I don't know why you're treating me with so much hate and why you want to beat me up so bad. But
So this
in
guy
that
was trying
situation,
to what? He was trying to get into physical altercation with you?
oh yeah, because apparently it was I was pushed into him and I barely brushed his shoulder, but that was me. Apparently that's how we hit on people now. I don't know.
Yeah.
It goes back to third grade days where I hit you so I like you, and that's what he was thinking. And I was like, dude, I'm sorry, my bad. Are you okay?
Do you think
Did
that
you spill anything on
Alaska?
you?
I'm sorry. Keep going.
Oh, it was one of the things. At first, I thought I caused him to spill his drink on him. I scuffed his shoes or something.
Yeah.
So first, my initial response was like, hey, what can I do to make this situation better?
Yeah.
How can I fix you?
Naturally,
You weren't upset.
yeah, that's how you act.
And there was nothing that I was going to be able to do that was going to fix that, unless I could instantly change my sexual preference.
Wow.
So
That's crazy.
that wasn't going to happen. Yeah, it's something, and and it's something that I mean, I still deal with it on a regular basis now. But I mean, at this point in my life, I'm like, you know what? Hey, whatever, fuck you. You're going to have to get over it at some point because there is someone that you're going to run into on your normal day-to-day basis who I promise you is gay.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
if you don't have a problem with it now, you're going to leave a very, very, very unfulfilled life.
Why do you think that people like? Okay, so obviously you have. It's very strange, and this is talking about, I guess, a sociological problem. This is just between you and me. This isn't really even like pertaining really to the interview, but I guess it kind of pertains to it. Is why do you think that some people are just so like right when they see somebody who's gay, or like even know that they're around them, like because when you and I met, or Corey and you met, it was like, like, I hope I treated you like a human, right? I hope I treated you like a person. Um,
Oh, yeah.
why do we see that? Why is that such a, you think like Alaska, does it happen a lot when you're up, like while you're in Alaska? Like, do you think that there's like a lot of discrimination up there?
I think I see it more here, but I think it's the same thing everywhere, though.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things that the same people who have a problem with me being gay or anyone else being gay are the same people who have a problem with someone who likes Ford versus Dodge.
Yeah.
They're no matter what you do, no matter what you tell them, they are always going to be right, and there's nothing you can do to change them. And I'm not trying to change anybody's mind.
Yeah.
But in the same aspect, we need people to understand, hey, you like black tea and I like green tea. At the end of the day, we both like tea. So just
Exactly.
pour your cup of tea and drink it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's another thing too, is where like you're staying in your lane and you're doing what you want to do. You're not bothering anyone else. And for some reason, these people are like, they like veer into your lane and they're like, "Hey, listen, let me tell you my opinion about this matter." And you're like, "Listen, guy, I just want to be left alone." How about that?
Yeah,
That's
I'm glad you have your opinion, and I'm glad you want to share it. But don't force your opinions on me because I have my own. I have my own views. This is my truth. That is your truth.
Yeah.
Our truths don't have to be the same, but we still can coexist.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, so you said Platinum Jacks and Rum Runners. Was there, I mean, you mentioned that there's multiple occasions. Is there another instance that comes to your mind?
It's one that I still run into on a regular basis now. Being a gay male, meeting your friends, straight friends your friends, straight male friends who aren't, I don't think they mean it in a disrespectful way, but it's annoying, it's frustrating, and it's hurtful, but to like meet a straight man and say, ask them a simple question. Oh, hey dude, you have a cool tattoo, where'd you get it from? Oh no dude, it's okay, I'm straight, I'm not into it.
Wait. Say that for me one more
Um,
time. How did they respond?
okay, for, oh, no dude, it's okay, I'm straight, not into it.
What?
I'm not hitting on you. I just asked you a simple question about your tattoo that I think is cool. If you can't answer that question, then just say, I can't answer that question. That's it.
Wow.
I'm not hitting on you. I'm not interested in you. There's nowhere out of my mouth that I say, hey, do you want to go in the corner or in the alley or come back to my house? None of that. None of that left my mouth. I just asked you a simple question that anybody else would have asked you.
Yeah. That's. I mean, now, and like whenever we're having these discussions where you're talking about and you're like talking about like subtle sexual orientation discrimination, I always have to think back and think like, have I ever done that? I hope I didn't.
If that had ever happened between you and I, we probably wouldn't be having this conversation now.
Yeah, touche. Yeah, I mean, Corey and I think, have supported you in,
Mm-hmm.
in in your decision, in your lifestyle. I think we've tried to make that abundantly clear.
Well, and it's one of those things. Like it's I don't think people understand when even though like they are in their own way, they are trying to be as respectful as possible.
Hmm.
They don't understand how it sounds.
Yeah.
It's like you walking up to a girl in your class and saying, "Hey, I missed last week's notes. Can you help me out?" Dude, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
I was just asking you for help. I wasn't hitting on you. I wasn't asking you anything else. But whatever, fine.
You know what's funny is that like you kind of brought that up, how it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like you're respectful, you're trying to be as respectful as possible, and that's like when I was thinking about like who to talk to about this interview, because I could have easily found another student at my school, but it's also awkward to approach somebody and say like, hey, are you gay, and have you been sexually like have you been discriminated against based on your sexual orientation? You know, it's a very forward question. So I was like, well, okay, I gotta ask somebody I know.
Yeah, no, I get that completely. And for some people, especially if like they don't know you very well, it can be a very personal experience for some people. Like
Yeah,
I
definitely.
know for me, in my life, the the but the things I've been discriminated, the way I've been discriminated against, has not been as nearly as severe as it has been for other people. In both ways, me being black and me being a gay male, like it's just I have never experienced like that really like horrible discrimination that some people have to go through, and I'm very grateful for that. And I think it comes down to the circle of people that I have in my life and those who have protected me and been there for me, that they have kept me from that and dealt with, like, I feel like a lot of my friends end up dealing with the brunt of things for me that I don't actually end up having to deal with. But I'm extremely appreciative for that. So I feel sad for the people who don't have that same support system in their life, because I don't know where I would have been or who I would have been today without that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm glad to have been a part of your crew at one point, and be able
You still
to.
are.
Oh
You're just
yeah, definitely. Just
you're still part of the
extended
crew. You're just
extended family.
relocated at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying. I mean, sidebar, really quick before we further this interview to one more question, and then we'll get off. is I really want to go to Corey's wedding, and I would love to see you there. Hopefully that happens. I don't know if I'm going to have the money, but we'll see.
I understand. My sister lives in LA, and I frequent down there once or twice a year. Usually, I tack it on to when I visit my parents in Phoenix. So
hit me up,
you'll see me again.
yeah, hit me up, and we'll make something happen. But this last question, is, so in all these situations, you kind of touched on how it made you felt, but in a way, like, I kind of want to dig a little bit deeper in there. So when you're talking about how you felt, like, were you angry? Were you sad? Were you frustrated? All of those? I mean, a little bit more on that. What do you think?
In the moment for each of them, I was definitely frustrated. And with how I am as an individual, my personal truth is I will be mad in the moment. I assume all the reactions that I get from people is from lack of understanding, or from lack of understanding on their end or on my end, for them not understanding me or me not understanding them. But at the end of the day, I take it as like I'm never going to tell someone they're wrong for how they feel.
Yeah.
I am a firm believer in always trusting your feelings, and because in that moment, that is your truth. If you can't acknowledge the feeling, if you're not going to get anywhere. We will never grow as people if we can't get past that. At the end of the day, at the end of the moment, I walk away from Platinum Jacks. I went down to the Anchor, and all was well. I was fine. Still had a good time. Yes, it sucked. I couldn't go in there and meet up with the people I wanted to. But, oh well. I probably something, if I had gotten in there, and something probably would have happened way worse anyways. It's way of deterring me from a situation that could have been much more horrible than I needed.
Well, you obviously have a really optimistic personality about it.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it happened. All I can really do is learn from it. Can't dwell on it. I can't be mad, because me being mad about it right now, it's not going to change the fact that it happened. I can take that anger, and I can take the time to educate people when I run into someone who I ask them a question and they're like, "No, dude, I'm not interested. I'm straight, whatever." Okay, that's great. You're a straight male. I asked you where you got your shirt from.
Yeah, there has to be a certain. That's so condescending. Like.
Well, and then when repeating it back to them, like saying it back to them, like saying, yeah, that's great. You're straight. I'm gay. Okay, we got that out of the way. Where did you get your shirt? Are you going to answer that or not? Yeah, and then when you walk away, and it's like looking at the reaction as that person tries to process. So like, then making sure they know. Like, I mean, I feel like as soon as you do all of that, you say all that, okay, hey, I was just a big asshole to that guy. My bad. He just genuinely, like, he paid me a compliment because he was interested in where I got my clothing from. Apparently he liked something. All right. I don't like you. I don't understand why me saying, hey, where'd you get your shirt from? Or what's your tattoo? Like, oh, that's a cool tattoo. Where'd you get it? Who did the work? None of that translates to, can I suck your dick?
Exactly.
None of that does.
Exactly. So, it's a very presumptuous thing.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm not going to lie. I do get a subtle joy in putting people like that in their place. I just get to be my normal nice self. That's great. That's awesome. Not interested either. But who did your tattoo? The line work is good. I would like to get their card. That's all I'm asking. I can give two fucks about you.
All right. Well, on that note, thank you so much, Brian, for talking with me for a little bit. I really do appreciate it. I really appreciate your time. And if you come down to L.A., let me know. If I come up to Alaska, I will surely let you know.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I mean, if you make it up here, I would definitely get you a place to stay at next year in my place.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
We'll work things out.
That'd be
Yeah.
fantastic. And I'll try not to be such a stranger on Facebook. I'm sorry, life's just so crazy.
I'm not very Facebookally active either, so I will shoot you a text. How about that?
That sounds perfect. Thank you so much, Brian.
No problem. Good luck on your paper.
Thank you so much. Have a good evening.
You too. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.